Shanyapo and welcome to Utuntu ZAMgazine lifestyle show. As you know, here at Utuntu, we're all about all things lifestyle. We're here to educate, inspire, and we learn every day. We get to be as real can be, and we're just happy that you're joining us today. Thank you very much for joining us. And as you all know, Utuntu ZAMgazine always has fresh faces each and every time. But before I even go to the guest, my name is Tisa, and today we're going to be talking about 5+2 reasons why degree holders are poorer. Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah, very much.
And joining me today is the one and only scholar. His face is familiar, but it's always a good time when he's around, and you should know this by now. Thank you so much, scholar, for joining us.
Super excited to be here. You know, Utuntu is the most happening show. So when you're invited on this show, it's always a vibe, and
it's good. And as you all know from last time when Scholar was here, well, if it's your first time seeing Scholar on the show, brace yourself. Scholar brings the energy, and he always brings the A game when it comes to his opinion. So I can't wait to hear from you. And like his famous quote is, "Ichaloli donkey." Exactly. So we're just going to get right into it, and it has been quite an amazing time for everyone out there. There's been a lot of euphoria. It has been great. I don't know how it's been on your end, but for me it has been amazing.
You know, it's I think from the time I was here, then we were into July, August, and how August has been a hype of activities and all that. So you see that now that we are slowly getting past this period, it's a good time. Looking forward to September. And when we are saying about Ichaloli Donkey Pakupona, you know, someone was saying, some of you, you should start preparing for December so that you do not say Avantu Vamawan. So
exactly. I was even thinking just myself, I'm like, wait, it's August month and already.
Yes.
Christmas. So yeah, you're right. I hope you're saving for Christmas, guys. Not we know. Badi Insha.
Badi Insha. No, you have to start preparing just now.
So getting into the topic, I'm very interested to hear your opinion on this, because more scholar 101. So we're going to start with, there's so much talk when it comes to education and graduates and all those things. So for me, this topic is really exciting because it hits home. It's an everyday talk, and just to sit down and talk about it is really, really exciting. So the first thing that I want to just bring across is how they say degree holders are poorer compared to other people who don't have degrees. So then the first thing that people say is degree holders don't see beyond their degrees, like they cannot be creative beyond their degrees. Is it true?
Well, you know, Tisa, when you told me the topic that will be discussing on this platform, I even posted it on my WhatsApp status, and you know, I also received exciting comments and reactions about this topic. So I know that a number of colleagues, friends out there, and everyone that saw that post is watching this discussion, and I know that everyone is agreeable to the fact that we degree holders, we tend to be poorer, or it takes time for us to reach a point that we just come out and say, okay, let me do my thing. So you understand that yes, to a greater extent, it is justifiable for anyone out there to say that degree holders, you know, are poorer. The late Michael Sata was actually saying, look, and so, and even in this case, with our discussion, we understand that, you know, you and I, you are graduates of the University of Zambia, for example, and other learning institutions. You find that we wouldn't want to go and sell ice cream on the streets. We wouldn't want to stand by and sell plastics. We wouldn't want to be with our parents who actually struggled to send us to higher learning institutions to sell tomatoes with them and vegetables. So it is that silver lining that we tend to see when you get a degree or when you get to university, college, and get exposed to this kind of life. So you understand that the exposure to university life, where we tend to live fake life of hype and just all out, it's what becomes a challenge now that you are with we are with a lot of friends, full of energy, and now when you are home, you are alone with your family. You have to struggle probably to get a job and everything. And probably as we go on, we'll be able to discuss why some graduates even tend to move out of that poverty or poor tag and tend to find jobs just after graduating, even as we go on. But right about now, I would totally agree to say we are so comfortable with the paper that we have as graduates, and we feel we cannot do certain jobs. So it is that kind of understanding that will be able to let us still stay in this gap where we are saying, you can't do this, and because you can't do that, you end up just staying poor or without a job.
Yeah, that is very profound.
Yeah.
And like people have been saying, like you've said as well, we don't see past the paper.
Yeah.
We can't. I cannot sell.
I cannot sell vegetables.
I can't sell vegetables. So, from what you've said and from what I have heard and seen, could you say it's a mindset thing? So, like you've just put it in your mind that just because I have a degree or a certificate, I cannot go to the market to sell, unless it's a white collar job.
Yeah, but true, very true. Talking about the conversations, the way you're saying you have had conversations. I was having a conversation with Coach Lubin Danguleka, who was actually telling me to say, you know what, Wankumbu, you degree holders tend to remain in this line because of the mindset. It's all about the mindset. You should ask me to say, how much does a civil servant get? If you're a degree holder, probably standard, you are maybe getting between 3,000 and 6,000 or 7,000 thereabout, when there are these tax deductions and all, and others even have loans. So you find that a degree holder who's working as a teacher, probably as a clinic officer, as a nurse, maybe their takeaway home is just about between 3,000 and 4,000. So now come to think of it, this person who has got an Airtel booth stationed in a central business district, or even at a busy place somewhere within town or even in the compounds, you find that that particular individual who has taken off this hat of being a graduate would actually go home at the end of the month with more money compared to a graduate who has a degree and maybe working as an accountant, working as a teacher, or any other job that is there for graduates. Okay, so if you think beyond that and say, let me go all out there and do this, indeed you can do better, and you can even just do more and become an employer. Okay, but if we still have this mindset, which I'm agreeing to say we have, the only challenge we have here is the problem of the mindset. If we fight that, we are going to find that fresh graduates are going to be entrepreneurs, they are going to be job creators, and it will even trickle down to how much government will be able to raise in terms of revenue. So greatly it's about the mindset. If we think, okay, me, I'm just comfortable, I'm a graduate, I can't do this, I can't do that, I cannot stay all day in a Airtel booth or MTN or any, you find that we are going to become better. But if that mindset is still there, oh my God, we are going to be like
risking. So from what you have said, I think it's not only just being poorer when it comes to financial, it's also being poorer in terms of thinking. So the mindset is a limitation, and I think it's also one thing that makes a degree holder poorer, because they don't get to see other opportunities beyond that which they've put in their head. So you were talking about thinking outside the box. Okay, that's me putting it in other ways. But you're saying thinking past a certain level and seeing things. So then there's also another thing that I read, another myth or reason, which is reason number 2. I don't know if it's true, but I read where they say degree holders do not think outside the box.
Well, that's very true, because let me I should be an example. Even myself.
Please do.
Because I know everyone who's watching there would have known, say, okay, Wankumbu, scholar from the university. And there's this vibe that we tend to have when you are in the university or college, and this is the vibe that comes with popularity in school. So when you amass this kind of or amount of popularity within your friends, or even in a university, or at a particular constituency, you understand that you'll be feeling shy, and this is where the poor part of the mindset comes in, because you'll be thinking that, okay, how will people look at me if they find that scholar was selling plastics in the streets? Okay, so I'm thinking of this and putting it in other people's mind that they'll look down on me, and all this. So when you look at not thinking beyond the box or outside the box, you understand that we attach this certain level of importance upon ourselves. Hence, we tend to look down on particular opportunities. While that is true, and that's what most of my friends out there, other graduates, are experiencing or facing, there is need for people that have lived beyond them, those that probably had stayed maybe in society after graduating from the university for about 4 or 5 years, just to speak to this fresh graduate. Tisa, you can easily go into depression. Okay, because you're understanding and you're looking at yourself as this particular student, and maybe life gives us these lessons that we tend to come to know maybe even after we are past it. You understand that most of the best students in learning institutions, or those that are popular, few of them tend to find jobs just right there after completing school. And because that is the case, you tend to wonder, now we have got WhatsApp, social media and everything, so everything is happening there. So if I'm going to stay in society without finding a job or without finding anything that will keep me busy, it's likely, or the chances that I am likely to fall or to enter a process of depression is very high. Okay, so if we are going to enter there and there's no one to speak to us, we are likely to have that depression, which will even break us further not to think outside the box. But if there's someone who's going to be around, who's going to talk to you, help you, just look at other opportunities that are available beyond your paper. You could understand that I did media and communication studies, but now I want to venture into agriculture, because I know, okay, what else can I do apart from waiting maybe to sit on TV like yourself and just do this, or maybe be as a reporter out there. I want to say, okay, let me venture into agriculture, let me venture into fish farming and all this. So sometimes we could have this idea, but we need someone to just remind us and push us. So to everyone out there who's watching this program, Utuntu is there to encourage you and educate you. And when we are talking about thinking outside the box, we want you to think beyond your paper. We want to think beyond your means of income or revenue, your means of connections and all that, and just go all out there and find something that you can actually get or lay your hands on, just to keep yourself going. So pretty much we tend not to think outside the box because of the name that we had in university, the popularity, the qualification,
Yes,
and
that
mainly
too.
even these school programs that we do, you know, they do not teach us to be more innovative and entrepreneurial. So only and only if an individual rises above and says, okay, let me do this, and we are going to be a better person.
That is so true. I
Yeah.
agree. And like you said, for anyone else out there who's watching, we're talking about 7 reasons why entrepreneurs are poorer.
I like it when you say 2 plus 5.
Okay, 2 plus 5
Yeah.
reasons, and we're just from discussing how most people with papers, these are qualifications, could be a degree, it could be a certificate, could be a diploma, do not think outside the break. And please stay tuned, because after this we're gonna have 5 more reasons. We've done the 2, so we're going to have 5 more reasons
Yeah.
why graduates or degree holders are poorer. Stay tuned, and you're watching Utuntu
Utuntu.
ZAMgazine talk show.